As you were pointing out the piece I wrote in the paper a couple of days ago, because the book's called Liberty Hall, I'm thinking about liberty quite a lot. And well, you lived in Amsterdam as well, and you know this conception that the Dutch have of individual liberty, and it's a very Protestant conception, because every man has his bike, the Staten Bible, translated into Dutch, and he's able to read God's word, and nobody else can tell him what it means. And so I think at a certain stage, Amsterdam, the expression in Amsterdam was, everything is permitted, nothing is compulsory. And I think if you spend 20 years in the place, that culture becomes sort of internalized. So I find that the Irish, though we're supposed to be the great freedom fighters, the Irish are not that interested in individual liberties. They're interested in the more social kind of aspect of it, and Americans. And it's actually, Prague is now, even though it's my friend, the poet Silva Fischerova, she says, Prague is just like Dublin. It's a provincial metropolis. And the strange thing is the provincial metropolises seem to be emerging rather than the big cities. The book I'm going to talk about in the Toaster Challenge is Roberto Calasso. And he's an interesting theory about this, that there were great cities. Paris was a great city in the second part of the 19th century. Vienna was a great city at the first part of the 20th century, but since then there hasn't really been any. So I think the centre you're looking for is very hard to find.